Hi there, it's me. I would like to have a conversation with you. And how I invite you to listen is open-minded and take in the question that I'm asking you and like you never heard it before. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing with what I'm about to say. It's about, is what I'm offering something that is going to provide you freedom and power in precisely your commitment to wanting to let go of extra weight. That subject. Don't run away. This is going to be fun and it's going to be empowering. And it's going to be real. This is what causes real results without suffering. Suffering is totally unnecessary. Okay? So, my first question to you is, what determines the results that you produce? What determines them? You could say your commitment, right? You could say the actions that you take, right? Well, okay, if you say the actions that you take, I'm going to ask you what determines the actions that you take. You could say, well, the actions that I take are given by the commitment, right? So here you are. You say to yourself, I want to lose whatever amount of weight, 10 pounds, let's say for argument's sake. I want to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to be my word. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start Monday or at the new year, and I'm going to pick a diet that works. I'm going to research, I'm going to pick it, I'm going to follow it, and then I'm going to be fine. How many times have you done that? And what has transpired? For me, personally, the first thing that happened when I said I was going to go on a diet was I started to think about and start having cravings about all these foods. And when I was eating them, I was feeling like I couldn't get enough of them. But I knew Monday was going to be it, so I was okay, right? And then Monday came along and I went on the diet. And it was rough going at first, but I was proud of myself. And I had to say no to a lot of different events because I felt like I didn't want to, tempt myself. And I was being good. And then I went through a period where, oh, this is kind of cool. Look, I'm seeing results, right? And then as soon as I got off the diet and I was done, and I went back to just normal eating. Nothing, like, in fact, everything tasted really, I wanted clean food and everything was great. And then before I knew it, I look and my pants are starting to feel tight. I'm starting to feel good again. And my weight's coming back. In fact, not only my weight came back, but it came back with a little bit more than before I went on the diet in the first place. Does that sound familiar? If that's familiar to you, I exhausted myself with these. I went on so many diets. And, looking at the statistics, most people are doing that. The diet industry is hitting something like $90 billion. And millions and millions of people are on a diet. And most of them we have more obesity now than ever before. The average person goes on 125 diets in their lifetime. You think they start probably in their teens or early adults, and then it's like quarterly, on and off and on and off. And what the statistics show, the data shows, is that it's really actually worse for our heart and our whole system. So what do? We don't know what the answer is. Nobody talks about the answer. I'm a proponent of the saying that if you don't know the answer, if you can't get to the answer, you're probably not asking the right question. Now, after going on a fast where I went for 45 days, no, kid you not, I was flying. I was just like, if I turned sideways, I disappeared. I walked everywhere with my bottle of, lemon juice. And I thought for sure I got rid of every little fat cell. And when that came back, that was it. I had to find another solution. Doctors didn't know. They said, oh, it must be your age. You just need to and I was not going to resign myself to the fact that that was my age. So, started to look, and I realized, first of all, I checked my health, right? Which is what everyone should do first. Everything was fine. They're like, that's fine, and must be your age. So I decided to look, and what I saw was just like, are you kidding me? I wasn't asking the right question. It's not about losing weight. Yeah, diets help you lose weight, but that's not the question. Listen up. The question is not how do I lose weight? The question is, where does that weight come from? Right? Where does that weight come from? Because otherwise, it's like we're pitching water out of a sinking boat, but we're not looking to see where the hole is. Simple as that, right? Now, where does that weight come from? That's one of those questions that led me to right? Where does that weight come from? I don't know. Do you know? And that's what I got skilled in, perfected in, and lost. Look, it's not about fixing a problem. It's about dissolving it so that you don't even have an issue with it, so that you never even have to think about ever going on a diet again. That is going to take a massive transformation, right? So here's the thing. Here's what it is. Are you ready? All ears? Here's the answer. Why the weight is coming is that our body is a representation of what our mind believes. Not just our mind, a certain part of our mind. See, 95% of our mind is subconscious. We're not aware of it. And then 5% is conscious. So 5% is going on a diet, trying to do all this stuff, directing traffic. It will never, ever, ever, ever control the 95% where all the programming is. That programming is running the show. That programming is what is having us go to the refrigerator when we're nervous or bored. That programming is having us finish a plate of food when we didn't even like it. That programming is what we're completely unaware of. And as long as we're unaware of it, it is 100% responsible for every result we produce. Not only in food and eating, but everything in our life. If you're wondering why you keep wanting to go right, but you end up going left, that's why. So, what I help you do is get right to the source of what it is. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, it dissolves and it's gone. So then what happens? I ask you, what do you think you have available when you're no longer being triggered and like you're not even thinking those thoughts, right? They think you. And when you've dissolved that by bringing awareness to it, with me guiding you to all the different pieces, because we can't get there ourselves, or we would have by now. It lives completely in the blind spot. It's like fish don't see water because they don't know anything but that. We do not know what our subconscious mind is programmed to do and be until we bring awareness to it. Awareness is your ultimate power. So once you have awareness and you've dissolved all of that, what do you think you have available? What is there when all of that's gone? I wish you could tell me right now. So what there is, I'm going to be you. I don't know. Tell me. What you have is nothing, right? All of that is gone. And what becomes available is something that we haven't been, that we're born with, but that if we've been on diets, we've lost connection with. And now this connection is going to come back. And we're going to learn how to connect with this vital piece step by step and get masterful with it. And that is the wisdom of your body. You're going to start to hear what your body needs moment to moment to have wellness, vitality, and peace of mind. You're not going to, you know how there's some people that walk the face of this earth that have no idea about calories or carbs, and they're like, have bodies that they love? Well, you're going to be like that. You're simply going to be like, I don't know, I just ate it because my body wanted it. And when you go to eat something, the minute it hits your mouth, you're going to know whether that's something that your body wants or not. Did you know that we have over 10,000 taste buds? Like, we are made to enjoy life. Now, speaking of enjoying life, this program is not focused on food. The way we relate to food is the way we relate to everything in our life. And in order to shift how we relate to everything in our life and to ourselves, we first need to see what we are now. How are we? What did we inherit? What did we create years ago? What's all this that's driving us? We're going to explore all that. And if you love doing that kind of work, you're going to love this time together. And I bring a lot of love, compassion, humor. There's going to be healing in every area of your life. And when you complete this program, you're going to be in a lifestyle of abundance, of generosity, of savoring life. You're going to be in love with who you are and what you bring to the world. You're going to heal relationships. You're going to see clearly where you want to be in your life. All of that has to do with how your body is. Again, your body represents what your mind believes. So the next thing to do is to find out more, right? The first thing is to get in touch. Let's connect. DM me right now. Let's create a moment to just take a breath and look at, try it on, see what this would look like for you. Yeah? I want to know where you're at, what you've been through, and what it is that is most important to you that you would like to accomplish. And then I'll share with you what I have to offer. And then you're completely at choice, right? There's no convincing you to take part of anything. I believe in that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And in the meantime, It's a privilege for me to contribute to you and to absorb what you are, who you are. Get the opportunity to really meet you. So let's take 15 minutes, maybe even 30, depending on what we have to share, and let's create something, okay? So DM me right now. Right now. I'm waiting for you. Right now. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.